Welcome to Inquiry Theory. I'm Micah.
And I'm Ethan.
What the hell? What was that?
It's my microphone.
Okay, so this is.
Well, you don't like my stand?
No, your stand is gorgeous, especially since I see just the cost of it right there. I saw the price tag. Let me take the price tag off for you. Yeah.
Spare no expense.
Yeah, that's fantastic stands. Much better than our other stands. That's for sure. So, as anyone who's listening may recognize, this is not one of our normal episodes. It's not a topic episode. It's not a Navigate the Noise episode. This is a random episode.
What we like to call random episode.
Yes. Whoa, hey. I don't know. Context clues. Random. What does that mean? We don't know what we're going to talk about. We're just going to talk about stuff. What are you doing? I can hear that.
The base of my microphone came loose. I was just screwing it in.
That was really loud.
That's
and
what
obnoxious.
she said.
Okay. Anyway, this is not any sort of. We've got no real plan to this. We're not going to look at ground news. We don't have a topic set. We're kind of just going to have a conversation, see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About whatever.
About whatever. I don't know if anyone's going to like this, but I mean, I will. So boom.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Earth. We're going to talk about the moon, the stars. We're going to talk about the expiration date on beers.
Oh my God, maybe you were on something about this.
The use by. I'm telling you. Isn't that nice?
This is nice.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to do this for like the normal episodes.
Put it a little more forward on your leg though, like, and have it lean back a little bit. It's a little more. There you go.
Okay.
And tilt the mic up.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There you go.
We're learning things here, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely we got new mic stands. It's better.
So
better
I
than other ones.
didn't really think beer could expire.
Yeah, it can.
I didn't really think the use by date on beer was like an actual thing to
It was
really
much more
follow.
full than I thought.
You know, it's beer. You know, I thought it was like wine. Like the longer you let it age,
Ain't wine.
the better it got. Yeah.
No.
So apparently I'm wrong. But
What stems from this is I was grabbing a beer out of the fridge like I don't know a couple weeks ago, and I took a swig of it, and I'm like, God, that tastes like metal, copper or something like that. It's disgusting. What is this? No, it wasn't a Natty Light. It was it was over a year expired. It's like that'll do it.
the aluminum can had started to rust on the inside.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I had to go get a tetanus shot. Hey, where'd you get jabbed by the rust? I drank it. I consumed it.
Yeah.
Throwback. What did they do? What, did they give you a shot? No, they just gave me a Coca-Cola drink that dissolved the rust. Throwback to whatever episode we talked about.
Yeah.
I think it was processed food. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just gave me a Coke, not the fun kind. So here, take this.
Yeah.
No, anyway, yeah, that's why I told Ethan, I'm like, yeah, this stuff expires. He goes, no, it doesn't. And
This still good as beer.
Then he looked at the bottle and he goes, oh my God, it's a year expired. I'm like, yeah. You can tell what beer your dad doesn't like because it's way at the back of the fridge and it's over a year expired.
Yep.
So I know what not to get him.
Don't buy them Coors Light.
Yeah, Coors Light or IPAs. IPA isn't bad. It's not that bad. I here's the thing. I don't love IPAs. I know you don't like them.
I don't prefer them at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
I appreciate, and let me explain. Like I appreciate IPA.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like, my brother loves IPAs. Shout out to my brother Matt if he's listening. Don't know if he will, but he gets me like he always got me IPAs, and like whenever I'd go drink with him, because we're like 7 years apart, so like we never had we had nothing in common and hated each other until I was basically 21 and we could drink together. like I mean 18, 19 we kind of got along because I drank. No, but when I turned 21,
How dare you?
yeah, and when I turned 21, we could actually like go places and get stuff. We hung out a bit more and got to got to know each other a bit better and became actually close. So anyway, not to get all sobby there, but basically he loves IPAs. He's a huge IPA guy, and I didn't like him. I was like, no, I'm a basic bitch. Cancel me for that.
Yeah.
And I just wanted the basic stuff. And he goes, no, try these IPAs. So I tried so many IPAs when I was out with him. And let me say, I don't like them.
Yep. I agree.
I don't like him. But I definitely have an appreciation for him because as I would have him, like You've been to a couple of distilleries, right?
Yeah.
So like when you go, have you done whiskey tours, like the tasting?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if anyone else out there has done these. Probably some people have, but when you go on these distillery tours and you take the tastings and they walk you through the flavor profiles and all that stuff like that. I don't know about everyone else, but I get a lot out of that. Like, if someone just sits there and explains it to me, I'm like, oh, I start to get it and I start to appreciate it a bit more, and I won't necessarily enjoy it, but it won't be as bad to me. That's what IPAs are now to me. Like, now I appreciate an IPA, and when I go to breweries or like I go to somewhere and they've got some IPAs, I always try at least one IPA, because I can acknowledge that there's so much flavor and stuff that's going on in there. And then I get bitch smacked by the hop, and I'm like, God, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's not great. Not fun. So I appreciate the flavor for like 2 seconds, and then I'm like, ugh. Give me my wheat beer.
Yeah. See, my appreciation for IPAs is a little different, right? Like, I appreciate IPAs like I would appreciate, or like I do appreciate, like a vegan diet, right? Like, I appreciate it
so
because I appreciate it because I don't discriminate.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that should exist. Cancel me for that. Yeah.
Is that what this random's going to be? Just cancel me quotes? Just cancel me for that. Here's my opinion. I think you know what really grinds my gears? Cancel me for that.
I think IPAs are trash.
Cancel me for that. You just pissed off by saying IPAs are gross. You just pissed off like 20 dudes with a man bun.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably.
But that's all right. Those 20 dudes piss me off every time I look at them, so cancel me for that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, IPAs. Man, I don't know. I have an interesting story. So my brother and I would go to a couple. He lived in a up and coming like gentrified area for a while up in Ohio, and he got there like right as it was starting. So he kind of like he got a great deal on a nice house, and like he lives like 2 blocks from everything. And before it was like absurdly insane, crazy prices. So he got in when it was cool, before it was cool. And we went to this one, I think it was brewery, their bar. There was a brewery, a small microbrewery, and their bar, whatever. I don't know. I'm sounding really hipster in microbrewery.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. I know. God.
Sounding like you drink IPAs, bro.
Just covers the IPA. Dude, I'm drinking Death Raptor.
The funny part is, like, they probably don't even like them.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably not even enjoying it. They're just drinking it because it's
the thing.
Yeah.
So
they probably like in their head every time they're like, "Oh my god, this sucks."
We were out.
Like, there's no way anybody in their right mind could enjoy drinking a beer like that.
Casually puts down my IPA. No.
And then my mom's drinking them like every day.
Yeah. Your mom has 2 levels of drunk. It's
no,
IPA,
I'm
IPA drunk and like Jameson drunk. And
I'm kidding. I'm sure people find them legitimately enjoyable.
Yes. Like my brother.
I'm also sure 90% of those people are insane.
Okay, 90%. That's 10% that aren't. There you go. We'll take those odds. So I went to this microbrewery with my brother one time. This was, I think I was a senior in college. I was 22 maybe. So he was like 29, and we go, and it's this one. He's a regular there. Goes there. We used to go there all the time, and we sit down. And he goes, "You gotta try all this." And so we're sitting there, and we're not like drinking heavy, but we're kind of we're having beer. We're downing them because we walked there, so it's not gonna get pulled over for DUI for walking down the street.
No,
so
it's just a PI.
Yeah.
Public intoxication.
Oh, yeah. No, we weren't peeing on anything, so we're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you,
different.
Going on campus and living off campus and everything, like 80% of the PI charges were just people peeing on stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Like, I know so many dudes who just like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go contact the student legal services because I'm getting a PI. I'm like, why? I was pissing on the corner of High and
Have you
Maine.
seen Horrible Bosses? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Remember like the dude from Always Sunny?
Yeah.
They like little guy.
Charlie Day.
He's like
Dude's
a
fantastic.
Like sexual
predator
charge
because he peed
in the playground.
Yeah.
He's like,
dude, that's crazy.
It was the middle of the night. Like, who puts a playground? You're like, right next to a bar.
He's got a point. So we're there, we're not drunk, but we're having some beer, and it was getting pretty packed, and this couple sits next to us, and so we're at the bar, and it's like, it's this dude on the left, then this woman, then me, then my brother, and like, first off, they picked the seats right next to us. Like, who does that? Like, it wasn't that packed. It was getting packed, but it wasn't packed. There was room on the bar. They could have sat somewhere else. I don't know why they didn't. So I kind of was like, okay, like, whatever.
See, I do that because I like to make people uncomfortable.
Then, you could have done this too. So, and I was used to campus bars at the time, so I was used to like the crowded nature and everything. So it didn't really bother me, but Matt was just kind of like looking at him and just like, why would they sit right there? Because he's not used to that. I'm like, whatever. People, you're basically elbows are touching. You're that close. Don't really care. So we're drinking a beer, and then they strike the people next to us. They strike up a conversation with us, and they start talking to us, and they're really friendly. And I don't know, I'm pretty personable. Like I like talking to people out and about, like being friendly and stuff. And so I was talking to him too. And my brother's he's definitely more introverted than I am. Sometimes I'm extroverted, just depends situation. How much beer I've had, how many IPAs I've had, really plays into it.
Absolutely.
So I was talking to him, and my brother was kind of as well, but they were mostly talking to me, and I thought that was just like, like, is what it is. Like I'm the one talking, whatever. And it was just odd because they were like really focused on us on the conversation. Like, you ever have this conversation with people at the bar? Like, you meet someone and you're like, oh, hey bro, like, what's up? I'm so and so, and you talk, and then you go back to your drinks, right? Like, that's what you expect. This was not that. This was not that at all. They're like heavily involved in us and talking to us, and at the time I perceived us.
Were they hitting on you?
So don't ruin the story. Oh. So
context clues.
Yeah, we're talking for a while, and then they start asking, like, where are you guys at? Where are you from? And all stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm just visiting my brother. He lives in the area. Obviously not want to share too much. I don't know who these people are.
Here's my address.
Yeah. Come by for a sick party later. We're gonna have IPA. They'd be like, oh God, no thanks. So we're talking, and then they start going like, yeah, no, we're visiting just out of town, and we're here getting some drinks, and we've got a hotel just over that way. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. They're like, yeah, we'll be in town for a little while. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, hang on. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, all right, with my beer. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll be in town for a little while. And I'm like, oh, that's neat. Oh, hello. And as they're like, we'll be in town for a while, I just feel a hand just on my back, and then just down my back. And I was like, it's not my brother. The dude over there is maybe at best 5'7", does not have arms long enough to reach me. It was the female. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, turn, face them a little bit, scoot a little bit. And then I look over at the guy, and the guy's just like, yeah, we're going to be down for a little while. And I was like, what the It's like, what is going on?
So they like swingers or something?
That's what we think. Because very quickly after that happened, I was like, tab please. And we just took a couple Steins, or not Steins, whatever they are, growlers home. And I was like, let's go. And my brother was like, what the hell was that? I'm like, I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
That's funny.
So anyway, long story. Not really that funny, but I thought it was interesting because it happened at a microbrewery with IPAs and stuff. And
that's what happens when you drink IPAs.
Yeah, crazy stuff happens. But yeah, they were probably in their like late 30s, mid to late 30s. But I don't know. When you're early 20s, you can't really judge anyone above 30. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough to say. So I mean, they could have been younger, but I don't know. I would. It was generous to give them mid 30s. But I think what spooked me was how into it the guy was.
I mean, they got out there.
I mean, he was very much into it, and I was like, "We're leaving. Bye. Yeah. Nice to meet you." And then as we were leaving, they were like, "Oh yeah, just we'll be over at this area," and we're like, "Okay."
Room 212.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Here's my card to the room.
My brother was like, "What the hell just happened?" I'm like, I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was awkward. It was strange, bit odd. Anyway, so yeah, IPA.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever experienced anything like that before.
It was yeah, I don't know. So that fun story time. I guess the randoms will be story time, partially.
Partially story time.
Bro, tell me, what was that story about you guys? Didn't you guys see a UFO one time?
I think I saw a UFO
You
one time.
You think or you did?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know.
Is it Starlink?
Starlink. I think this is before Starlink. So this would have been in Ohio. This would have been like 2000.
12, 13?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it would have been like 13 or 14 because I knew you, but I didn't really talk to you.
It would have been 2012, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was still living at my parents. Yeah.
Checks out.
But I was also super high, so it could have been a lightning bug. I don't know. It could have been.
Well, your dad wasn't high, and he saw it.
My dad wasn't there.
Oh, he told me that you guys saw one time, so maybe it's a different time.
Oh, what is he talking about?
I don't know. It's just some bright light that like blinded you guys out there.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Kelsey was there, and Leah was there. My dad wasn't there.
Then this is different because they're not thinking of two different times up there because so maybe you guys did see UFOs because it happened because two different things happened because maybe your dad was out there with like Tim or someone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure my parents weren't there because I was. No, they weren't because I was out there trying to get my sisters high. Neither of them did it. Good for them.
Good for them. Good for the peer pressure.
Yeah. Good big brother too. Yeah.
No, okay, that's definitely not the time I'm thinking
I
of.
I can tell you that story.
Tell me that story.
Yeah, so we're sitting around the fire.
This is a fun story, Leah. We got some questions for you.
Yeah, we're sitting around the fire pit, right? And Kelsey saw this, by the way. She saw it, so it's. Yeah. It wasn't just because I was high. Yeah, so sitting around the fire pit. It's probably maybe 11 o'clock at night, so it's dark. It's pitch black, and we were out in the country enough to that light pollution was very minimal.
Oh yeah, you guys had a fantastic property.
So
and
lots of stars, very very dark sky, and yeah, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, there was this really bright, spotlight, LED, helicopter flying over you, shining a light down on you, a bright light, and just appeared out of nowhere, no sound of a helicopter, no sound of anything, it's just a light appeared in the sky. It was shine down on you, and you could look up and see it, and yeah, and so I was looking up staring at that, and it disappeared, and then just all of a sudden this thing flashed across the sky from the opposite side of the sky to where the light was, and it was looked like a giant sparkler. It was streaking across the sky like a giant sparkler, leaving a bunch of shit behind and stuff, which could be space debris or something, a satellite falling, but what was with the giant light first?
Yeah.
And shot straight to where that light was. It was super weird. And I was like, whoa. Did you guys see that?
That's good.
Kelsey was like, I saw that.
Good weed you were on.
I was like, okay, so I'm not just high.
Dude, the weed you were on was so good, Kelsey saw something she wasn't even high.
She wasn't even high. But no, it was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen anything really. I've never seen anything cool or paranormal or anything like that.
No. I have no idea what my dad was talking about. I don't remember.
He allegedly saw something like that too.
Yeah.
Because he was, I remember he said a story like that, very similar.
Yeah, I mean,
minus the marijuana. And he basically said that then they saw helicopters afterwards, scanning.
Yeah, no, see, I didn't. Nothing like that happened afterwards, and was if it were just the thing streaking across the sky, I'd be like, oh, that's just a freaking meteor or something like a piece of satellite falling out of the sky. That happens all the time. But it was the fact that there's this bright light that appeared first.
What if
for 5 seconds, and it was just it lit up.
Did it blind you?
Yeah, if you looked at it, yeah, it was super blinding. What if it lit up the entire freaking.
What if it blinded you and then you looked and your blunt was gone? They took it.
I'm pretty sure I was smoking a pipe.
They took your pipe.
The pipe was gone. What?
Ethan gets in his Mustang. Get back here.
And you see the pipe streaking across the sky, burning. That's what the thing was.
Smoke rings.
Hey,
they're blowing 6 smoke rings.
That's mine.
Oh man, dude. I've never smoked in my life ever.
You're missing out.
Never done it. Okay, so you say. But here's the thing. I've had a lot of stoner friends. I mean, a lot. I was friends with the stoners in high school. I had a lot of stoner friends in college. And I'll never forget when we were having a party at the fraternity, and one of the pledges at the time, I went upstairs. Did I live there? No, I didn't live there at the time. It was a year before I lived there. But I went upstairs to like kind of just chill, because like sometimes with the parties just got too much. I just go upstairs and chill in one of the guys' rooms, because like I don't really, whatever. I wasn't trying to go crazy or anything. So I went upstairs and I went to this one dude's room, and I'm trying to decide if I want to use names or not. Whatever.
It was Adam, wasn't it?
No.
Is that even a name?
Yes, but it was not
Alex.
him. No.
Is that a name too?
No.
I'm just naming off
frat
generic
names.
white frat names. Yeah.
So
Andrew.
I went up to the room, the guy's room, and I saw the pledge in there with like a girl or two, and they weren't doing anything, but like they were up there and they were like hanging out, and I'm like,
they were
what's
getting
up?
to it.
No, because
They were getting to
I'm
it.
like, yo, what's up? I mean, he hoped, but
So why were they even up there with him?
Just wait.
Teasing him?
No, he was trying to
Drugs?
smoke. Yeah,
Oh.
they were trying to smoke some weed.
Yeah.
And they were trying to smoke out of a bong, and they're like, they could not figure it out. I'm like, have you guys never smoked out of a bong before? And they're like, no, we don't know how to do it. And I'm like, come here, give it to me. So I like took the bong and I primed it for him. I was like, all right, hit. All right, cool. All right, hit. All right, cool. Primed it, hit. All right, cool. And just like basically let them all hit, and then I showed them what to do. And they're like, dude, you smoke a lot? I'm like, never smoked. And they were like, what? And I'm like, nope, never smoked before in my life. And they're like, but right? I'm like, I didn't inhale any. I literally just primed it for you. That's it. And anyone who knows smoking knows that you can just prime it. Like, maybe you get like a tiny trace of something, but not enough to get high or anything. And so like I'm like, no, I just primed it. And they're like, how do you know how to do that? I'm like, I had a lot of stoner friends. I had a lot.
Also, observation.
I mean, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple, just whatever.
Yeah.
I almost said thermodynamics, but I'm sure that's not it. But whatever the science behind it is,
Physics.
like physics, whatever. I'm like, I'm sure it was simple. I'm like, it's not hard to figure out. And you guys are in college?
You guys are educated?
Yeah, you guys are paying tuition?
Yeah. Is that public public education?
Yeah. So anyway, that's just a quick little fun
How dare
story.
they not teach us how to hit a bong?
Yeah, they were like they were like dumbfounded that I knew how to do it and didn't smoke. And I was like, it's simple, it's easy. But yeah, no, I've never smoked. Don't care to.
Why not?
I just don't want to.
Why not?
I just don't want to.
That's not a reason.
Yeah, it is. I
No,
don't
it's
want to. Yeah, it is.
That's
Why
not-
don't you jump off a bridge, Ethan?
It's not a supportive reason.
Why don't you want to jump off a bridge?
Because it could harm me.
Yeah. We did have a marijuana episode now. We did. We had to navigate the noise with the marijuana.
It talked about it for like 5 minutes.
We did it, but there's potential for harm there. We had that.
There's potential for harm in everything.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want that potential.
Okay, so
It-
you're reducing your potential for harm by
yeah.
like a minimalistic
But
amount.
Here's the thing. That's still not
justifiable.
my main reason. I've got two main reasons. One, I don't want to do it, and two, I don't think I'll enjoy it. So
Why don't you think you'll enjoy it?
because I've known countless stoners in my life, and none of it looks fun. Nothing anyone has. No stoner I've ever seen smoking and just chilling looks like fun. Does not look like fun to me.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not gonna say that I won't enjoy it, but it just doesn't look fun to me. Like I knew guys who would smoke during parties and then just sit there on the couch like, oh man.
Were they also drinking?
They just a bunch of them would get high. They just get high.
Would they get super high?
I don't know, but what I'm saying is like I would literally see these people every party I went to in college, I swear I'd see someone high on the couch. I don't know if every one of them was only smoking. I don't know.
Well,
the
that's a good question to ask.
But basically what I'm getting at is like I saw like how 99% of the people that were smoking were just chill. And I'm like, if I'm in a party situation, I don't want to just be chill. Like I want to drink.
Okay, well that's different. If you're in a party situation and smoking versus if you're just smoking.
But what I'm saying is like, but that feeling of just the chill, the mellow, I don't think I'd like that. So I never want to do it. And
yeah, you're not a very chill and mellow person.
Greater men than you have tried to get me to smoke.
Oh, I'm not trying to get you to smoke.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I've had serious amounts of peer pressure, and every single one of them have cracked.
I'm not like I would never try to pressure anybody into except for my sisters.
Yeah, I was about to say you literally just told a story how
15 years ago.
Yeah.
But like at this point in my life, I would never try to pressure anybody into doing it. But
no,
like if you like if you like expanding your mind, if you like seeing different levels of perception, different ways to perceive things, I definitely think that smoking marijuana would be a beneficial thing for people to do.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just it's interesting. I don't know. It definitely makes you
Editor's note: if it's legal.
I definitely think it makes people think differently about certain situations. I think it's eye-opening. I think
let me just say this: the most likely time I would have done it would have been college.
I mean, I don't give a shit if you ever do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I never want to, but
like,
if I was going to do it, it would have been college. So
I think if you don't do it, you're going to be missing out. But I mean,
can you really miss out if you never experience it and you don't know you miss out?
Yeah, you sure can. Absolutely, you can. It's the same thing. You're still missing out.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know. Okay. All right. That's your opinion. My opinion.
Just like skydiving. Like some people are never going to go skydiving. I've been skydiving, right? And that rush of adrenaline, that rush of just like you're invigorated. People.
What if you were high?
What?
What
if I was high when I skydove? Probably would have been even better.
No. What if you got to that like bad level of high?
Well, I wouldn't let myself get to that.
No. I'm saying, what if you did? Could you imagine if you were that? Because I'm sure you hit that anxiety level high. Like you've been so high that anxiety just hits in.
Oh well, that anxiety level high will hit you with one hit if you don't smoke very often.
But no, I'm saying
I get anxious.
No. But could you?
I don't smoke anymore.
Could you imagine if you did that and then went skydiving? Oh
that'd be intense.
God, that'd be insane.
Well, it'd probably sober you up pretty quick too, honestly. But anyways, my point is like, it's the same type of thing. Like they're missing out on that that rush, that feeling of like adrenaline, that feeling of energy, that feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy, this is so awesome. I could do anything. They're somebody who never experiences that, they don't know. They're still missing out.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying I don't want to do it.
I was talking about skydive. You don't want to skydive?
No.
Oh. I mean, you see, like, you're just so, like, I could tell with this that you're just so set in your decision to not smoke ever in your life that you're just going to shut down everything anybody ever says about it.
No,
I don't. I just don't want to do
because
it. I just don't want to do it.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not going to shut down what everyone says about it because we've looked. There's medicinal benefits to the not the THC. What's the other compound?
CBD.
Yeah. Like I understand there's medical things for CBD. I understand medical marijuana exists.
There's probably medical things for THC too.
Maybe. Well, in that article we looked at, throwback to Navigate the Noise 3 or 2, I don't remember which. Probably 2. There was stuff negative about the THC for sure. But what I'm saying,
negative aspects to the sugar in apples.
I know. But what I'm saying is like I'm not closed-minded to the point like I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think it's bad. I think everything's bad in any circumstance, depending on how you use it.
Sure.
Anything can be abused. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's illegal. I'm never going to do it because it's illegal. I don't care if it's illegal or not. I don't.
Micah.
Yeah. I don't care.
My God.
Yeah. So for me, it's just I don't want to do it. And so since I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. But I'm not going to sit here and blindly put these blinders on and be
You want to get up and go to work every morning?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, I actually kind of do.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
I guess my day. It gives me routine. I like routine.
You can't have a routine without work. How?
No, but it's
not very self-disciplined of you.
I like money too, but weed doesn't give me money. It takes money.
I could give you money too.
Wait, Ethan, what are you suggesting?
What?
No, anyway, so basically what I'm saying is like I'm not closed-minded in the sense that like I'm not going. It depends on how you're looking at the closed-minded. If you're considering me closed-minded because I'm never going to try it, then yes, I'm being closed-minded. But I'm not being closed-minded because I'm sitting here thinking it's bad. I'm not being closed-minded in the sense that there's not benefits. Whatever. I just don't want to do it, and I have sometimes I can have a strong, will or whatever to not do something or whatever. Like sometimes I have what it takes to stick to my guns. So now when I see those like brownies or like not like or like a Oreo or sweets or something, like sometimes I'll be like I shouldn't eat that and I'll eat it. But some things I can stick to my guns about, and smoking weed's one of them. I don't want to smoke.
An Oreo? You're probably better off smoking weed than eating an Oreo.
Probably.
But anyways,
we just talked about processed foods. Yeah. So probably am. But
anyways, so what I'm looking at it more of this isn't the best comparison. It's not the best analogy or whatever. But I'm looking at more on the lines of like a left/right like political mindset, right? Like no matter how much like point the opposite side has in like a certain subject, like the opposite side is not going to concede to it just because like nope, I'm left, like nope, I'm not smoking weed ever.
Nope.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna disagree in that. I think that when it comes, I think you're conflating two different things. And this is my opinion. I think that when it comes down, I guess conviction is maybe the word I'm looking for.
Seems
like,
more of like a principle thing for you.
Maybe, but here's the thing: is like I think what you're saying is different. I think that refusing to hear someone's point is different than I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to acknowledge that there's benefits or side effects or whatever. I'm willing to hear all that, but I don't want to do it, and so I'm not going to do it. And so that's different than I think today's modern left or right, like because they sit there and they don't even want to hear anything about it. Their disagreements. Like I'll hear it. I don't care. I'll listen to you. I will support you if you've got facts to back you up. I'll be like, yeah, you're right, correct. But I see what you're saying by that, like stick to your guns, like you won't change your mind. But I think the way you're applying it is different between the two scenarios.
Could be.
I think my scenario is more like I just don't want to do it, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm willing to listen. Whereas the other scenario you're suggesting, the left or right, hearing differing opinions, I think that is different because that's ignorance. I don't feel like I'm being ignorant by not wanting to smoke weed because I'm acknowledging that there's benefits to it. I'm acknowledging that, if it, all these things about it, like I acknowledge them. I just don't want to do it. But if you were to sit here and like try to get someone who's pro-life to agree or to even just think about an abortion, and they won't for whatever reason, doesn't matter, and they won't, that's different because they won't even think about it. That was probably a bad example. Just for anything political, like someone you refuse to hear the other side, that's different. And I feel like that's the analogy you were making, and I disagree with it.
It's close to the analogy I'm making. Definitely almost right on the spot, but at the same time, like you could always just say like, no, that's not it. Like you could always just like dodge the,
about smoking.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dodge it. I just don't want to do it.
But like I feel like you've said this to enough people throughout your life that at this point you have to stick to it, or you look like an asshole.
No, because people can change their mind and grow and change, and I think most people acknowledge that people change, and you change as you grow, and whatever. And so I don't think anyone would think I look like an asshole if I did smoke.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't think so. If they did, then that's very short-minded of them. That's not, they're short-sighted of them. They don't understand change. But
growing and changing is a big thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
but that's definitely if that's what my scenario was, then yes, I would agree with you. But it's not. I just don't want to do it.
What if there was like what if you were dying, right? And like marijuana had been almost proven to cure what you were dying from. Would you smoke it?
Almost proven or did?
Almost.
No.
Like 80%.
You
were dying. You're like 50 years old. You were dying. Like if you smoke marijuana, there's an 80% chance you'll be cured.
I mean, yeah, probably, because at that point I'm doing it for.
It's gonna be the goal of my next. That's gonna be the project for my next.
20 years. Next 20 years is to somehow find something that that marijuana cures.
This is gonna be
infect me with it.
Yeah.
And then cure me with marijuana.
So this is like on the level
That's
of
your goal.
that Pavlov dude getting born in France from the Russians. Like they're planted him there. Like 20 years from now, you're gonna be like
you're playing 20-year chess. I'm not gonna say 40 because it's not that complicated.
Mark my words. 20 years from now, you're gonna be smoking marijuana.
Nope.
All right.
I'm going to be 3D printing.
And I don't peer pressure at all. I just force it in other ways.
We're not peers. I have no peers.
No.
That's what you're like. I have no peers, so I can't peer pressure anybody.
No, like I don't know. I smoked every day for like 4 or 5 years back in like my early 20s. Right. I don't really smoke anymore. I do every once in a while.
Allegedly,
if I need to like.
Allegedly,
like it helps me fall asleep. Sometimes it helps me kind of like relax or whatever. But
allegedly,
I mean, it's a good time. There are benefits to it. Definitely makes you think about things differently. But I mean, it's nothing like groundbreaking. It's I mean, it's just another drug.
Would you ever do a cold plunge?
Yeah.
You want to come over and do a cold plunge sometime?
No, never in my life.
Okay.
I just don't want to.
That's fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
'Kay.
What if I told you that it could cure you, at 80% chance to cure you of laziness?
Show me the proof. I might.
Did you see? You haven't listened to any of the JRE episodes recently, but there's
No,
a
I
good
haven't.
one. Anthony or
Bourdain?
Andrew Huberman was talking to him. He's like some sort of neuro guy I was picking up from the thing. I don't really know who he was before the episode, but he's obviously works with the brain and.
You calling me
chemistry.
lazy?
No, it's a joke.
Well, why would you pick laziness as something that it cured?
Because
When you're talking to me.
you're lazy.
It's very insinuating of the fact that I'm lazy.
You're lazy. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, yeah. Cry
Yeah, that's what I thought.
on my way home.
Do it. Call me. Let me try. So he was talking about how
He said I was lazy.
I don't know, this might be a reason for me to smoke weed right here. I'm going to explain to you. So he said that if there's evidence and studies to suggest that there's a part of the brain that if there's something you do not want to do, you don't want to do it, and you force yourself to do it, it grows that part of the brain. I can't remember the name of it because if I attempt it, I'm going to butcher it. But they've studied it.
Yes.
And if you grow that part of the brain, it's linked to a longer cognitive ability, like lasting. Like, for example, like it'll, your brain you won't turn into Biden sooner. That's the best way to put it.
It'll prolong the Biden
Biden brain. That we're gonna
Biden brain.
Biden brain. We're gonna.
It'll prolong Biden brain.
No. It'll prevent Biden brain. It won't prolong it.
It'll
Yeah.
prevent Biden brain.
But no. So basically, what it was like if there's something you really don't want to do, and you do it,
you heard it here, folks.
You
heard it here first. Biden
Yeah.
brain.
It will.
The prevention of Biden brain.
It will help with your brain health, basically. But you really, actually have to not want to do it. Like it's not it's not like something like not doing something difficult. He said, like it's not like, for example, if you're trying to, like, for weightlifting, for example, if you're trying to deadlift 365, if you're trying to deadlift 365 and you do it, but you really enjoy deadlifting, like you love working out, it doesn't do it.
No,
but if you hate deadlifting, you just hate deadlifting, you don't want to do it, and you make yourself do it, it causes this area to grow or get activation or stimulation or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like, if you really, really don't want to do a cold plunge, do it, and it'll help your brain grow. And so if I really, really don't want to smoke weed, maybe I should, because then it'll help that part of the brain grow.
Yeah. I mean, I can't use cold plunge because I actually am interested in cold plunging, but yeah, I mean, that's interesting.
Let me tell you, you're interested in it until you get in it. Then you don't want to be in it.
Okay, well, way to motivate me to do it. I'm like, okay.
No, that's what I'm trying to do. You want to not want to do it because then it helps that part of the brain grow.
Yeah, but see, it's not going to work if you're like trying to do things.
Wait, now we're getting like well, the reverse psychology.
Yeah. I mean,
but I will say I do enjoy the cold plunge. I definitely don't want to do it in the mornings. I really don't want to do it, but I do enjoy it at the end because afterwards I feel refreshed.
Yeah, but I mean
refreshed and all that.
Yeah, going back to what you're talking about with that dude, like anything like any times of adversity, in times of adversity, like how makes people grow as a person, just in general, So doing something that you really don't want to do, that you would be considered like adversity.
Yeah,
like doing,
And that's difficult.
So that's super interesting. I like that.
Yeah, I could have more credence to my thing I just spoke about.
Has anybody ever had little Skittles? Because they are delicious. I don't know what it is about them being little, but they're so much better than the bigger ones. But they taste exactly the same. It's crazy.
They're pretty good.
No affiliation. Cancel me for that or whatever.
We forgot. We left off the cancel me. Biden brain. Cancel me for that.
Cancel me for that. Oh shit. Oh, they could.
I mean, come on. At this point, you have to acknowledge that something's up. Like, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not saying anything negative.
I just want people to see a new way forward.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to break this like left-right thing. Like,
I was making fun of Harris.
Oh. Did not know that.
She was talking about like a new way forward.
Did she really?
Yeah, there's like. That's not exactly what she was saying, but that's kind of like her thing. There's clips.
I feel like
clips of her saying like.
I feel like we need to be able to maliciously mock anyone in power.
Absolutely.
Mock them.
Absolutely.
Like just anything they say, just mock them.
I mean, because like 300 years ago, you would have got your head chopped off for doing that. That's why we came here.
France. If this Polov guy or whatever Pavlov was in France 300 years ago and had a social media platform.
Yeah, he would have got. You're done. Canceled.
And under penalty of death, you have been canceled.
Good day, sir.
Drum roll. Boom. I'm just thinking like the execution scene of Pirates of the Caribbean. They're reading out the charges in Jack Sparrow. Has suggested in tweets, the UK, it's the UK. It is the UK because it's the British. So like, it has suggested in tweets that migrants are not helpful to the country. Death penalty.
You, sir, have been cancelled. By order of the king.
Could have been queen, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
We didn't ask their pronouns.
But
before.
anyways, yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I agree. I feel like we should be able to mock people without, scrutiny.
Mock people in the public eye for sure.
Yeah, that's what they should be mocked. Especially politicians, man. They should be mocked.
Yeah.
If you can't be mocked, you take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
You know. If you take yourself too seriously, you're dumb. Because nobody should be able to take themselves that seriously. Yeah. Nobody, I don't care how smart you think you are. I don't care how powerful you think you are. Like, everybody's just a person.
Face me in Twitter.
Everybody's just
combat.
a person. Everybody at the end of the day, thinks and feels generally the same way.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So,
I'm trying not to get this too political.
What?
Let's focus.
Oh, we weren't getting that.
No, we weren't.
No, that wasn't. Like,
I'm cutting it off at the pass. I'm like, hey.
Oh. Okay, you want me to fix it? Trump needs to fix his hair. There you go.
Let's bash IPAs more.
I fixed it.
Let's wrap up 10 minutes. Let's bash IPAs more. Wait, hang on. This is the best thing I learned in college. I don't know if the camera can see it, but I hope it can. Boom.
That's so cool, dude.
And
oh my gosh.
What I learned in college is what I learned in boating school is how to balance a can. That's my one and only party trick. I don't know if the camera can even see it. Angle the camera down real quick. Just like pick up the stand and angle it. Like don't move. Yeah. That's my party trick. That's my party trick. That's my one thing. Yeah.
You saw it here first. Actually, you probably saw it here for the 1,000th time.
No, I was gonna say that people who knew me in college saw it first. So.
No, people did that long before you.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm the first person to ever see myself do it.
You're the pioneer of.
False.
I beg to differ.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. What are you doing?
He pulled out the bobblehead. Michael! Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Yeah, old fart over here.
Old fart.
Yeah. Wow, jeez. What are you doing on this? This is new man's territory. This is young man's territory.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
Your back hurt yet?
I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, a little bit, man. I don't know if it's these chairs or what, but
backs.
Yeah, I have
real question.
I struggle getting out of bed every day.
Do you like exhale heavily when you sit?
No, I don't think so. I hope not. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. Hold on.
Try. No.
Try to sit.
No,
I don't think so.
No, for real. Because I'm trying to figure out if it's an old thing or if it's a dad thing.
I'm not a dad. Do you?
Yeah, I do. I've noticed. I do. Like I literally, I'll sit down somewhere. I'm like,
it's probably a dad thing.
And I'm like, but like I don't know when it started. And every time I notice that I do it, I'm like, my brain is like, what are you doing? Like it wasn't difficult. It wasn't hard.
Walking to the chair was really that hard?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard. But my brain is
really
like,
that out of breath?
I must exhale heavily. I must sigh.
Must exhale profusely.
Like I don't get it. I think it's a dad. I thought it was like a post almost 30 thing, but I think it's just a dad thing.
It might be.
Interesting. Falling asleep sitting like somewhere is definitely a dad thing.
That's an experiment we should conduct.
Yeah.
Yep. A poll we should take.
Ethan, that's an experiment we should conduct. Records himself not doing it right now. 9 months later, records himself doing it.
Oh shit!
No. Have you? There's like a meme or like a TikTok. I don't watch TikTok, but like a YouTube short or something because I'm old. Where the dude's like early signs that he's like early signs you're a dad, and he's just like he sits down. He's like, as he sits down, and then he like falls asleep in the chair, and he goes, "What the heck was that? How did I fall asleep? I never fall asleep out here." And his girlfriend comes out, "I'm pregnant," and he's like, "I knew it.
Oh shit!
I knew it."
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, "That's exactly what it is." Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Well, I don't know. I feel like we've been going for a decent amount of time. We can probably wrap up the random. I don't want to. I don't think anyone can listen to us for just randomly talk about nothing for that long.
I think you underestimate us, but okay.
You
Let's wrap it up.
underestimate my power.
You under.
Don't do it, Anakin. You've already reached an hour of recording time.
I have the high ground.
I have the high recording. No. All right. Yeah. Let's go.
I loved you.
Let's go. Like a brother to me. God, what have they done to Star Wars? Don't
Oh,
get me
bro, I
started.
stopped watching.
Don't get me started on this.
See, well, I think
I can talk for an hour about how Disney's messed up Star Wars.
yeah,
Don't.
no, they fucked it up. The only
So bad.
the only one that was even close to being decent was Rogue One.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
Okay.
Rogue One was good.
And then the last one I think I watched was the Han Solo one.
Huh.
And
I could take it or leave it.
yeah, no, it wasn't that good. And then like I tried to watch the three that actual Star Wars
The
that
movies?
they had,
Yeah.
the movies, and
It was a mess.
it never got to where it needed
It
to
was
be.
a mess.
It never got there.
No.
Like I was just
I
just
don't-
waiting for it because I like the New Hope, like the first, like it was good, but like they got there by the what was it, the Return of the Jedi? Badass.
Yeah.
Like they got there.
Yeah.
Like the three newest ones, they never got there. You
Yeah.
know? Like the first one, the episode 1, like it was good, but like that Revenge of the Sith, they got there. It was so badass, you
Yeah.
know? But no, the last 3 were trash all the way through.
I definitely do not care for Disney Star Wars.
Uh-uh.
Cancel me. Because apparently anyone who goes against Disney and doesn't like their new Star Wars is a bigot, because that's the campaign they're running right now against a lot of YouTubers who are like Star Wars YouTubers, and they hated the Acolyte.
Well, no, because they're worried about the wrong thing. They're not even worried about the story. They're not even worried about
No.
like the action and like the fact that it's a
Well,
movie
okay,
about,
when's the
like-
last time someone died to a lightsaber wound? Like, my God, Qui-Gon Jinn got stabbed with one thing and he died. Like,
yeah,
lightsabers kill people on contact, basically.
pretty much. Yeah,
And
I mean,
in
like
Disney Star
well, I mean,
Wars.
not necessarily because you chop off legs and you chop off
No,
arms
but I
and
mean,
stuff,
like,
but
a stab them, like it
yeah,
kill,
oh yeah,
because
you're
like,
done.
like if you look at anything Star Wars lore wise, and we should really wrap it up because
Yeah,
I feel
well, we
like-
will
I feel-
after this. After this.
No, not after, because this I will literally talk about this for like 30
Okay,
40
wrap it
minutes.
up. Well,
Next random we'll talk
to,
about.
to be continued.
Yes, we'll talk about the Star Wars one next random
Okay,
because
wrap it up. Stop.
yes, I'll stop it right
Stop.
there.
Disney, you're ruining Star Wars. All right, have a good day. Bye, Mom.
Don't sue us.
Follow us on stuff.
No, hang on, we gotta do an actual wrap up.
Okay,
Come on.
well, follow us, like, subscribe, all that shit. Instagram,
everything
YouTube,
like that. Yeah. We post
Google,
every
you know, Fox,
Google,
whatever.
Fox News,
CNN too.
MSNBC.
We don't discriminate. Whatever.
Yeah, go ahead. Share us. The best way for us to get this podcast growing is to word of mouth. Talk to people about us. You know, let them know. Be like, hey, there's these two idiots that make a fool of themselves for like an hour. It's great.
Yeah, it's funny to listen to.
Cancel them.
Yeah. Cancel us.
Help us cancel them by cancel us by sharing us to everybody.
Yeah.
And then you can all cancel us together.
I hope we get to a spot where we're actually worthy of being canceled.
Worthy. It's a yeah. That's pretty much like a measurement now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like they're big enough now that they can be canceled.
You know, we post every Monday, Friday, or upload every Monday, Friday. Follow us on Instagram. I probably have still some more work on the Instagram account to do. Gotta like change the profile and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Whatever.
it's a work in progress.
Yep.
Follow
Follow us on all that stuff.
follow us on YouTube. We post on YouTube. We post on Spotify. I'm trying to get us into Apple Music. That's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take some work to do, but gotta try and get us there. So yeah, go ahead and leave a like. Comment. You can comment on these.
Subscribe. Hit the little star plus whatever.
Yeah, vote or
Star plus
rank
thumbs
us,
up, I don't know.
rank us. I think rank star gives us a rating. They rate us. Yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. This was kind of an experiment and like just see if we had anything to talk about. And
I think it's a couple good conversations.
Yeah, I think it was all right.
Yeah.
We weren't really talking about anything that was too interesting, but we were giving a little bit of personal stories, and I hope we were somewhat entertaining.
I think we were
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we entertain ourselves, and that's all that matters, really. You know.
True.
I
don't know.
Anyway,
our shit's gonna keep getting better, stinkier, whatever. So stay tuned in.
Yep, stay tuned. Thank you all for listening, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Ethan's mother.